What's up, everybody? This is Brandon with Team Jesus Magazine. I'm sitting here with my bro, my friend, Trent Phillips. Trent, man, it's such an honor just to be in your presence right now, just to be with you, man. You just finished with this masterclass for musicians called The Circuit. So tell us a little bit about that, man. Tell us a little bit about what inspired that masterclass that you just had.
Well, we have presented, I've been blessed to present 2 years back to back of the musicians and producers and artists conference called The Collective, and this time we wanted to make it more of an intimate setting, more of a teaching setting where I can share more from my experience and my story, as well as still pull some other friends in to really just pour into people. So it's a smaller version of my conference, and what we also did was we made sure we kind of busted down to concentrating on musicians and producers.
Man, just to speak on that fact about you being able to pour into musicians and even honestly entrepreneurs.
Yes.
I'm just sitting here just thinking, man, like tell me a little bit about how, and everybody else, how you really got into the music industry. Like what inspired you to get into the music industry?
I think it was really something that was kind of already there, you know, as I was listening to music as a child, and I started to pick up really production nuggets. I started to pick up and didn't really know that I was doing it, but I started to notice what was happening, you know, with the instrumentation and where the vocals were sitting, you know, in relation to the music and all that kind of stuff. And I was, for some reason, kind of drawn to that. And I went to school for music business for a short period of time, and I said, man, I think this is something that I might be able to do. I got an opportunity to produce my first record. It was a gospel record with a local artist in my city at 18. As soon as I finished high school, they asked me to produce this record, and I was like, I've never done this before.
Right out of high school.
Yeah. So wow. It was something that I said yes to because I said, hey, I want the experience, and from there it just kept going.
Yeah.
You know. So and my love for it, the industry and producing things for the industry and to put out for people to hear, has grown since then.
Yeah. So starting young. I know you had some struggles, some transitions, some experiences that you even shared today with a wide variety of people on, you know, your experience as being a musician and how they can prepare themselves to be greater, you know, than what they are right now. So, man, like, tell me a little bit about how did you handle those different transitions and different struggles and learning those lessons? Like, what did you do to prepare yourself, and what did you learn from those?
Man, definitely learned a lot, first and foremost, from them. I think the preparation piece came from the adverse experiences. You know, when you make a mistake and you learn from it and you get up and try again, you know, go another day. So I think, you know, it's just a mixture of experiences, just trying things, failing sometimes, and trying again. I think the experiences really make the man or woman, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's not always something that you can plan for. You know, there's a lot of things that happen to us that we don't really plan for, but we have to, you know, really kind of pray and really focus ourselves in so that we can move on to the next level, the next place. It's not always something that we enjoy, especially if we're making a mistake or, you know, something that we feel like, you know, time we can't get back, that we've lost because we've been too lazy or we procrastinated. But, you know, I'm trying to take, you know, steps to learn from each of those experiences and really listen to the people around me. I also did a lot of looking and watching other people and trying to emulate or apply what they were applying that I wasn't. Yeah. So just learning from a lot of people that were around me.
Gotcha. So, man, I'm holding right here something that, man, he just pretty much just announced to the group today. And this is his book called Sounds of the Heart, Volume 1, Prayers for a Musician, by Trent Phillips. Man, so tell me about this Volume 1 book. This is just the beginning of many things to come, right?
Absolutely.
So, like, what inspired this book? And, you know, like, what caused you to write this?
I just had a feeling and an unction, if you will, is an old church word, a desire to create a resource and a tool for us as creatives and specifically musicians, because a lot of us, we use our gifts We know that God has given us our gift and our talent, and we use it a lot of times in the realm of church and in the realm of, you know, the kingdom. But we don't have a close relationship ourselves.
Right.
Or at one point we had it, and then we just kind of, life just kind of chips away at our relationship and at our prayer life. But since musicians are always looking for ways to grow and be successful, a lot of times we forget that the power is in prayer. The power is in prayer. And I wanted to create a resource, like I said, to help just start that process and start us on the journey. So if you are fearful, there's a prayer in there about fear. If you need to forgive yourself or forgive someone else, there's a prayer in there about forgiveness. So there are really 30 subjects right now, and we're going to look to expand the book in the future, but there are 30 subjects that you can just flip right to. You can look at the table of contents, flip to them, go to that prayer, pray that prayer, and let it launch you into your prayer relationship and communication with God.
Man, I love the amazing thing about it. And just knowing you for the few years that I've known you, since I moved to Atlanta, man, the amazing thing is that you build a foundation of prayer and then build things on top of that.
Yes.
And I think that that speaks to your character. It speaks to the person that you are, that you believe in prayer, and that's so amazing, man. It's helped me personally.
Wow.
You and your wife, have been there for me in different things, so it's really helped me. So let me ask you this here now: what's next for Trent Phillips, man? Like, what do you have going on?
Man, more production. I've kind of slowed things down a little bit over the past year to create more of a foundation, to kind of reset my foundation, to do more things like this, consultation, coaching, mentoring. Really excited about my mentorship program that's coming up, and this is just, again, a launching pad into those greater things. So I'm really excited about it.
Wow, mentorship program coming up. Listen, if you're a musician, it's going to do you some good to make sure you become a part of this program that Trent has coming up. He's a Dove Award winner. He's a Grammy Award winner. He's a Stellar Award winner. What other awards? I mean, he's won many awards, and he's a man that's humble and that's willing to share, his experiences with other people and musicians so that they can learn from it. How can, we follow you, keep in contact with you, and see what's coming next?
You can follow me on social media at I am Trent Phillips on Facebook and on Instagram. That's Phillips with 2 L's and an S. And my website is trentphillips.com. So all things Trent Phillips you can find there.
Awesome. Listen, make sure that you keep in contact with Trent Phillips. Follow him so that you can get this book #1. And then you can also sign up for the mentoring class that he has coming up, and any other master classes that he has coming out in the near future. He's somebody to follow. I promise you, your life will change if you keep in contact with this man. So all the information will definitely be on the bottom of the screen, so you can make sure that you do that, all right? This is Brandon with Team Jesus Magazine. Trent Phillips, I appreciate you, bro. Man, love you to life.